All right, the number 5 weirdest misstep by famous movie directors. Michael Mann, Miami Vice.
I mean, it's a misstep in the fact that it's terrible. I mean,
Right, and
he's made a lot of good movies, and Miami Vice is nigh unwatchable.
He could make almost any story interesting. He made, I think The Insider maybe is his best movie, and that is just about news and corporations and stuff like that.
Right.
That was more interesting than a Miami Vice movie.
The number 4 weirdest misstep by famous movie director. George Lucas, Star Wars 1, The Phantom Menace.
I would have to look at the whole IMDb listing, his whole filmography, number of movies he's directed. Is it more of a misstep at this point when they're good?
I think an argument could be made that the misstep is him directing, because as a producer, he's not. Well, I mean, he's still not great, but I think he's a much better producer than he is director.
The number 3 weirdest misstep by a famous movie director. Francis Ford Coppola, Jack.
No argument here.
I mean, if you want to talk about the pure definition of what a weird misstep is, the guy who did the Godfather movies and Apocalypse Now doing Jack is the definition of a weird misstep.
And he wasn't, I mean, you know, after the 70s, he wasn't what he used to be. But man, oh man, like, it is insane.
All right, the number 2 weirdest misstep by a famous movie director. Steven Spielberg, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
See, okay, I feel like every time I'm just taking issue with, is it just worst movie?
In that case, like, it's just worst movie.
Yeah, because can you call, like, he's already made 3 of them. Can you call the 4th one a misstep?
Well,
like, it's clearly in keeping with his career. He makes Indiana Jones movies.
All right, and the number 1 weirdest misstep by a famous movie director is The Hulk by Ang Lee. This is the Eric Bana Hulk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. With crazy ass Nick Nolte, who, if there's any reason to see that movie, it's Nick Nolte being crazy. I will forgive Tom Arnold not being in the film because Nick Nolte is so good at it.
Well, that's it for our weird missteps by directors. Thanks to the Battleship Pretension guys, Tyler Smith, David Beck. Please check them out. BattleshipPretension.com, their website, and their podcast. You can see the full results of this poll at 11points.com. Please take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel and stick with 11 Points because top 10 lists are for cowards. Thanks, guys. Peter Jackson, The Lovely Bones.
It is interesting that that film sent him scrambling back
Right.
to the Lord of the Rings.
Right.